someone would tell her something and she would just automatically believe it. Like, didn't even like try to do any research, didn't even like use her common sense and be like, oh my god, like I just saw this person like not even 15 minutes ago and he just called me, how could he be dead? Like, maybe this will like get me out of this little life slump that this book has put me in, and I'm happy to say that it worked. Hey everyone, it's Bailey and welcome back to my channel. So today's Monday, which means that it's the start of a brand new reading week, and I'm definitely having a very weird reading week so far. So I read some of Guild, I think. No, I read some of Glint today. I read about 4% of Glint today and just was not in the mood for it. So I decided to pick up The Ritual by Chantal Tessier, I think is how you pronounce it, or Tessier maybe. And I've started that, and it's a book so far. It is a like dark college romance that has very like culty vibes. So I've started that today and I'm currently 22% into that. So it is a little bit more up my alley for what I was in the mood to read today. So I am going to put down Glint for the time being, and I'll pick it up again probably later this week. I just was not in the mood to read it today. So I just got home from work. It's currently 5:16. Normally I'm home a little bit earlier than this, but it started like pouring down raining and I was like, okay, I need to wait it out before I leave. So I ended up staying at work a little bit longer today, but I just now got home. So like I said, it's 5:16, so I am getting ready to do a workout and then make dinner, and I have some homework that I need to work on for a little bit, so I'm hoping to work on that for probably about an hour, and then I want to read for the rest of the night before I go to bed. But I did want to mention that I do have a package to open as well, and I know what this is. It is a pre-order, but it is here actually a day early, because if you didn't know, traditionally published books usually come out on Tuesdays. Just a little fun fact. But today is Monday, and so this got here earlier than I was expecting. I was expecting it tomorrow, but that is Unfortunately Yours by Tessa Bailey. This is the second book in the A Vine Mess series. It is a set of interconnected standalones, and this follows Julian from Secretly Yours, his sister, and this man who is like a vineyard owner or something like that, and like her family owns a vineyard, but his is like a small vineyard or something. But it's a marriage of convenience and enemies to lovers, I believe. So I'm definitely excited to read this one. I didn't love Secretly Yours. It was okay, but I feel like I'm gonna like this one a lot better. So I definitely am excited to get to this one pretty soon. But those are my updates for now. I am thinking about also probably starting soon a book that's on my physical TBR, but I'm not sure which book just yet. I have 4 books left on my physical TBR for the month of June, because if you didn't know, I have started to wind down the number of books that I pick on my TBR every month, since I have a really heavy course load this summer, and it'll probably be like that in the fall as well. But I have decided to kind of cut back on my TBR to give me a chance at actually possibly completing it, which if I don't complete it, it's not the end of the world. Like, it's really no big deal. But I would like to complete my TBR and read more books that I actually own, because at this point, like, I'm buying books and I'm reading them slower than I'm buying them, which, you know, those are 2 different hobbies, but that's for another conversation. But so yeah, my 4 books that I'm possibly interested in picking up sometime this week are Queen of Myth and Monsters, The Serpent and the Wings of Night, Happy Place, and Daisy Hate. So those are some options for this week as well. But usually during the work week, I will read a Kindle book or 2, and then on the weekend is when I will pick up physical books. So I have a few days, I think, until I'm ready to pick up one of those, but I might end up picking up The Serpent and the Wings of the Night since it is on Kindle Unlimited. But we'll just see how I'm feeling after I finish The Ritual, because I'm like super into that right now and would like to continue reading it. But I am going to hop off of here so that way I can go do the things that I need to do for the night so I can get reading. Hello, so today is Tuesday and I wanted to hop on here and give a reading update. I have been reading some today, but I don't have like a super major update or anything. I'm still reading The Ritual by Chantal. I think it's Tesser, but it might be Tessier. I'm not sure. But I am still currently reading this. I'm currently 63% through this. I see myself finishing this probably tomorrow, and I am going to read some more of it tonight though. But I am getting ready to eat my dinner, and I have a coding assignment that I need to run to make sure that it works, because I was working on it earlier today and the compiler that I was using was like not working correctly, so I need to run it on a different computer to make sure that the code works fine, which obviously you guys probably don't care about that. But besides the point, I'm going to continue reading The Ritual and then do my homework and then probably go to bed. It's like 6 p.m. but I'm feeling like really tired today, so I was going to do a workout, but I just like I'm feeling really tired today, and so I'm trying to like listen to my body, even though I definitely wanted to do a workout today, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to be in the cards for me. So there's always tomorrow. But yeah, so I think that's going to be it for this update, and I will update you guys probably tomorrow. Hello, so today is Thursday and I wanted to come on here and update. So I didn't get a chance to update yesterday because when I came home from work I had an exam to take, and it was a beast of an exam, so I did not get a chance to update the vlog yesterday. But I did want to let you know that I finished The Ritual and ended up giving it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. And then I started The Sinner yesterday as well, and so I'm still currently reading that. I'm in the middle of that right now, and I think that was really all I had to update. I did get a package yesterday that I did not open. I was going to open it on camera, so maybe I will try, but I don't think I can do it one-handed. So okay, so I opened it really quickly. So I just like opened the top of it, but I know what this is because I ordered it the other day. But this is Savage Fae by Caroline Peckham and Susan Valenti. This is book 2 in the Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac series. And yeah, I finished book 1 not too long ago, but I do have the like non-discreet edition of the first book, so they like changed the covers like not long after I ordered the first one. So now when I order the rest of the series, it's all gonna have these covers, which are very similar to the Zodiac Academy covers. And yeah, I wonder if they have, no, this one has the second, this is the second book, and it has the Gemini symbol on it, which is interesting. So, and then it's got the 2 twins, but like as males instead of females, which is interesting. So I'm definitely interested to continue this series, and I will probably pick this book up pretty soon because I would like to dive back into this world. But yeah, so I guess that's gonna be all for now. I came home to work from home for a little bit, so I just need to finish my day out, and then once I'm done with that, I'm probably gonna end up doing either some editing or some reading or some homework, or maybe all 3, so we'll see. But I will update you guys again later. Hello, so it is Saturday and I wanted to hop on here and update because I have finished a book. So I just finished The Sinner by Chantal Tessier, I think it's how you pronounce it, and I have decided to give this 2.5 stars. I just did not like this one as much as The Ritual. It just felt so like, I don't even know, like it gave me the ick basically. There was a lot going on, like it was very dark. There was a lot of like very dark topics and things like that, and I just felt like it was so weird. I don't know. And then like our main character, she felt so just like dumb to me because like, yes, she has had a lot of trauma in the past, but I figured that she would try to learn from those situations to keep herself from being put in those same situations over and over and over again. And yet she did not. Like, someone would tell her something and she would just automatically believe it. Like, didn't even like try to do any research, didn't even like use her common sense and be like, oh my god, like I just saw this person like not even 15 minutes ago and he just called me, how could he be dead? Like you know what I mean? Like, just like think. Like, I feel like if she would have just like used her brain and just like thought, then, you know, maybe she wouldn't have been put in so many situations that she had been put in. I don't know. Like, and obviously that's like not to negate the trauma that she had been through, because obviously this book does deal with like childhood trauma as well. And like when you're a child, like you don't know a lot of stuff. And so not to negate any of that, but like just I figured that as she got older, she would kind of be like, okay, well, this has happened to me before, so how do I like prevent this from happening to me again? Like, I don't know. It just was like, it was just like, ugh. It just like, yeah. So now that I've finished that, I am moving on to something that is going to be hopefully lighter and not necessarily more fluffy, because I have heard that this book can be kind of sad, but it's definitely a lot lighter subject matter than the last book that I read. So I'm thinking I'm going to pick up Happy Place by Emily Henry. And I think I'm going to start this. I don't think I'm going to start it right this second, because I have started watching the Real Housewives franchise. So I've started from the beginning. So I'm on like season 2 of Orange County. And so I've been watching that this weekend, but I'm thinking I might end up doing a little bit of homework and going ahead and getting some of that out of the way, so that way I can read for the rest of the weekend. And yeah, so I think that's gonna be it for my update for now, and I will probably update you guys again either later today or tomorrow. Hello, so today is Sunday and I wanted to come on here and update. I wanted to come on here and update one last time before I ended up closing out the vlog. So really, I think that reading The Sinner low-key put me in like a little like slump, because it had me not wanting to do literally anything after finishing it. I think I was just so like, I don't even know, like shook by the book, that it literally just had me like not want to do anything. But I overcame that and was like, okay, let me just read a few pages in Happy Place and see if like it's calling to me, and like maybe this will like get me out of this little life slump that this book has put me in. And I'm happy to say that it worked. So I have been reading Happy Place today. I really haven't been reading that long, like, because obviously I finished The Sinner yesterday, and I mean I finished The Sinner pretty early yesterday. Like it was probably around like 2 o'clock, I want to say, that I finished The Sinner yesterday. And after that I literally was just like dead to the world. Like I literally just like was like laying on the couch watching Real Housewives of Orange County, and like that was it. Like I didn't want to move. Like I didn't want to try to read anything else. I didn't even want to like really scroll on social media. Like I literally just was like, I just want to sit here and lay here and just like not do anything after finishing this book. And that's literally what I did. And so around like 4 o'clock today, so over 24 hours later, I was just feeling very like life slumpy, you know? So I was like, okay, let me try and pick up Happy Place before I fall into an actual book slump, because if I were to fall into a reading slump right now, I just feel like that would just be not good for me. But so I have made it to page 144, which is chapter 14 in Happy Place, and I am absolutely loving this book. I'm loving it. Like I just know that this is going to be a 5-star book. Like I just know in my heart that this is going to be a 5-star book. This is definitely by far my favorite Emily Henry book that I have read. Like by far, like this shoots like book lovers, people meet on vacation, like out of the water. Like this is just so good. And like I'm not even halfway through it and I'm already just like, I love it. Like I just Harriet and Wynn, like right now it's still in like the phase of like learning why exactly it is that they broke up and why their relationship didn't work out, and they are currently lying to their friends about still being in a relationship, but you don't really know exactly what happened, and it's told in like a past and present timeline, which normally I'm not the biggest fan of past and present timelines unless they're done really, really well. And so far in this book, I find that it has been done really well. I'm interested in both the past as well as the present, which a lot of the times I feel like when I read like dual timeline books like that, I generally feel like I'm more interested in one part of the timeline than the other, so then it makes me not want to read one part of the timeline that I'm not interested in and just like skip over it, which even though I know it's so important to read that part of the story because it gives you so much context and so much like more information. But this, if you have not read this, I highly recommend it, and I'm not even finished with it, but I am absolutely loving it. I'm also reading it for another video that it'll probably be out like in July, at the end of July, maybe beginning of August, that I'm reading this book for. So I am so happy that I'm loving it, because I have been wanting to reread Beach Read because I felt like I missed the mark on Beach Read, because it had been my like least favorite Emily Henry book that I've read. But I definitely would like to retry it because I have just fallen in love with Emily Henry's writing style so far. And I'm just like, I'm so happy that I decided to pick this book up. And I was definitely gonna wait until it came out in paperback, because like I wasn't someone who was like super on the Emily Henry like hype train, like absolutely had to have her new release as soon as it like hit the stores, was like at the door waiting in line. Like I was not like that about this book. Like I did end up getting it like I think the day after it came out, and that's because I was like randomly in the bookstore with my dad and like saw this sitting on a table, and I was like, oh my god, it's just so pretty, like I have to have it. So that's the main reason that I ended up picking it up as early as I did. But I'm so happy that I did, and I'm so happy that I'm reading it now, because I'm absolutely loving it. And yeah, so that I think is going to be all for my update for this week. It was a pretty slower reading week, so I did read like a tiny itty bitty portion of the second book in the Plated Prisoner series. I literally don't even know the name of the second book. Like that is just how uninterested in it I have been lately, because I started it like a couple weeks ago and then made it like a few chapters in. I don't know, maybe tomorrow I might be more in the mood for it. So I read about probably like 5-ish% in Glint, and then I was able to finish The Ritual and The Sinner, and then also read a little over 100 pages in Happy Place. So even though it has been a little bit of a slower reading week, I still feel like I read some books, so you know, it was successful overall. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end up this vlog. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. I will have all of my social medias linked down in the description, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.